911. To report a murder or dead body, press 1.
Fucking stairs.
Why don't you come and have a seat with me?
Look it up. Expired in altercation with inmate number 419.
Punishment without love behind it, you'll come out worse.
Who are you people?
Oh, no.
It's sweater weather, motherfuckers.
I gotta tell you something, man. Reklaw surprised the shit out of me. You know, what you did. It was so good.
Reklaw is the story of an ex-prosecutor who, after losing faith in the justice system, pardons random criminals by destroying crime scene evidence. Polaris is a very unconventional filmmaker, and he doesn't like talking about himself, so he asked me, his brother-in-law Brian, to do it. I've never seen anyone devote themselves so much to their passion as Polaris. He made a 2-hour feature film in high school that took 5 years to complete, and this thing was crazy ambitious for a 15-year-old. It had extended action scenes, comedy, lore, surreal moments. It's like if Charlie Kaufman directed Highlander. He then turned his attention to a project that would take even longer. A 30-minute adaptation of Casey Jones from the Ninja Turtle comics, featuring a horde of ninjas, stunts, animatronics, a full creature suit, and even Robbie Rist reprising his role as Michelangelo.
Well, I'm not a Teenage Mutant Ninja Hamster.
Polaris pushed the limits of what a filmmaker can accomplish on his own, spending all his own money and taking on as many roles as possible, including director, writer, cinematographer, actor, editor, Foley artist, all the way to sewing the costumes. But none of this would compare to Reklaw.
This was my big shot. I wanted to finally make something that was the quality of the movies that I fell in love with as a kid. But of course, I couldn't afford to make like a $2 million, 120-minute feature, so I divided by 10 and made a $200,000, 12-minute short.
Are you insane?
But he had to generate the entire budget himself. So he started by giving up his possessions and becoming voluntarily homeless for years, traveling all around the country, volunteering for high-paid research studies.
They give you the experimental drug, and then while they're testing it on you, you have to live here. You can't ever leave the building for weeks. I've actually been in this study for over a month.
In between check-ins, he'd sleep in rental cars, at airports, sometimes out on the streets, saving every penny he could for the film. When he finally had half the amount he needed, he began building his enormous set in an aircraft hangar, which he constructed mostly by himself, working every day for 6 months straight. To fill in the gaps in his budget, he applied to as many credit cards as possible, maxed them all out, and then borrowed the rest from family and friends. He video storyboarded the entire movie to make sure not a single foot of film was wasted. And although he was severely overextended, his meticulous preparation paid off. Reklaw was a hit with critics and audiences, premiering at South by Southwest, touring many prestigious festivals such as Fantasia, Newport Beach, CineQuest, and even winning Best Thriller at Holly Shorts. One reviewer exclaimed, "A perfect blend of crime, drama, mystery, thriller, and comedy. He has a masterpiece in the works here." But after a string of financial setbacks and the demands of the festival circuit, Polaris still hasn't been able to pay off the costs of production.
I love making movies, and I've been happy to save up for them all on my own in the past, but the more I get into this, the more I realize just how much money these things take to do right. I am recording this from inside a research study right now, and I've been doing them for, I tell people 6 years because I'm embarrassed, but it's probably closer to 8 now. I've just gone as far as I can on my own, and I'm at the point where I need to ask for help. There's actually a group of people who might want to fund a Reklaw feature, which is great, but I can't pursue it because I've got to pay off this debt first. I still owe around $70,000, which is a lot, but you know, I regularly see people make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on these crowdfunding campaigns, so I've decided I'm gonna give it a shot. So I encourage you all, please watch the movie at the link below. It's really fun, and if you enjoy it and you want to see the feature version get made someday, which could lead to a Casey Jones feature sometime down the line, please give what you can. We've got great perks, and I would really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you so much.